Hey guys, this is Curly Fit Gamer and welcome back to my channel. I'm back with the first meal prep of the year. So if you are new here and want to be a part of the fam of embracing the best parts of yourself, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and without a further ado, let's get cooking. As always, I am starting off with the dish that is going to take the longest. My local grocery store had chicken drumsticks on sale, so that is what I am using today. Beforehand, I removed the chicken skin off to minimize the amount of animal fat I am consuming because I want most of my fat to come from my plant-based oils, which I am using 1 tablespoon of, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, a dash of ground black pepper, a half a teaspoon of sea salt, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and a half a teaspoon of onion powder. Toss this around in a large glass bowl with tongs or your hands until each piece is coated evenly. I arrange them in an air fryer in a way that each piece will be cooked evenly. For the settings, I click the air fryer option and turn the temp to 400 degrees for about 18 to 20 minutes. In a large skillet pan, I added 1 tablespoon of ghee and turned up the heat to medium heat. While this is heating up, I went ahead and chopped up 1 yellow onion and 4 garlic cloves. Anytime you are cooking, it is always a great idea to add some aromatics to your meals because that is what really is going to bring that flavor to your dish. And I have to say, eating healthy should always taste good. By now, my skillet is warmed up, so I tossed in the onion and garlic cloves and stir-fried this until the onion is caramelized and garlic cloves are lightly browned. By now, the halfway point from my chicken just beeped because recording while meal prepping makes the cooking literally twice as long. As you saw, I flipped each piece so the other side can get crispy too. Returning my attention to my skillet, I am now slicing up 1 medium-sized orange bell pepper. Personally, for this meal, I like to use red bell peppers, but this is what I had in the fridge at the time, so this is what I am using. I am then tossing this into my skillet as well with my onions and garlic. By now, the onions are getting translucent, so I add in some spinach, which I recommend you do add the spinach towards the end of this dish, but I was rushing, so I forgot to do so, and just threw it in there. It helps to throw it in the end, so you can preserve the vitamins and minerals that spinach has. While that is cooking, I am now slicing up some more veggies that is going to go with my drumsticks. I chose to use zucchini because this is also was on sale at my local grocery store, but you can honestly use whatever vegetables you have on hand, like broccoli, string beans, etc. For my zucchini, I am just seasoning it pretty basic with some dash of oil, sea salt, and black pepper. My chicken is done, so I am just putting it in a glass container that I'm going to use to prep my meals. These drumsticks were so crispy and delicious. If you don't have this gadget, you need to get one. Now in my Instapot, I am going to put in my zucchini slices so they can roast in there too. Keep in mind though, zucchini is a very watery vegetable, so yeah, I should have dried them out a little bit first, but I was in a crunch of time. So do not expect them to be crispy if you decide to make them like me. Returning my attention back to my lunch in the skillet, I am adding my 1 pound of ground turkey, and like always, I am using a 90% lean, 10% fat ratio for my turkey to meet my macro and calorie needs. Once my ground turkey got brown, I combined it with my stir-fried veggies and pushed it off to the side. I am then adding 3 whole eggs and 1 egg white and scrambling that up. Once that has cooked, I combined that with my ground turkey mixture and then threw in 1 can of black beans. This step is totally optional, but I always like to have a carb with my lunches because that is normally around the time I work out if I don't wake up early enough to work out in the morning. I'm going to let this simmer for a little bit to allow the flavors to infuse together. Meanwhile, I am prepping up my breakfast for the week. This week, I am making a raspberry and chocolate smoothie. If all possible, I always like to have a veggie in my smoothies, so I decided to add a very small handful of spinach at the bottom. Then 2/3 of a cup of frozen raspberries, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 1 tablespoon of unsweetened peanut butter, a serving of protein powder. For this, I am using Oregon's plant-based creamy chocolate fudge protein powder. I've even used this to make hot chocolate during the winter times. I love this protein powder, so if you want to give this a try, then I have a code in the description box that you can use to get 30% off of your first order. Then of course, 1 tablespoon of cacao powder for extra chocolate, but this is totally optional. Back again to my skillet, I am adding a whole large head of chopped cauliflower in and stirring this around for a couple minutes. Do not cook it for too long because the cauliflower will overcook and get mushy, and it just won't taste right, trust me. At this point, every meal is finished, so it's time to start prepping. Starting with my dinner, in each container, I am adding 1/3 of a cup of broccoli, 2/3 of a cup of roasted zucchini, and 1 chicken drumstick. For my lunch in each container, I am adding 1 cup and 1/3 of skillet meal. I am not showing it, but I will generally eat this with a half of an avocado with maybe some salsa on the side. But the avocado for sure is a must to get some extra healthy fats in this meal too. For an optional snack, I did prep up some almonds, a few cashews, and dark chocolate pieces just in case. And that is it. My week is finished and ready to go. I hope you all enjoyed this and found it inspiring to start on your own healthy lifestyle journey with useful tips and ideas to take along the way to achieve your short and long-term goals for this new year. Meal prepping is what allows me to stay on track every week, so that's why I made it into a habit. If you guys have any ideas of your own or feedback or end up doing this meal prep, please comment down below and tag me on Instagram at CurlyFitGamer. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know you guys want more content like this. I love you all, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys!